Last week on MasterChef Australia, it was a roller coaster ride for our contestants.
We have cooked Nigella's recipes and we're about to serve them to Nigella.
I'll have the recipe, please.
And in 2 nail-biting eliminations,
Oh my God.
it was the end for Arena and Jay.
I think MasterChef is really the stepping stone that I'm going to take into the next leg of my life, which will be cooking.
Tonight, a first-class challenge with legendary chef Neil Perry.
Oh my gosh. We have to plate up 27 portions of Neil Perry's first-class menu.
You are cooking my food, so make me proud.
He'll accept nothing less than the best.
You're gonna have to cook like a pro.
And judging the results,
2 of the most elite chefs on the planet.
Even I'm scared now.
at stake for the ultimate series winner, the chance to work alongside the country's top chefs, a book publishing deal, $100,000 to help realise their culinary dreams, and the title of Australia's next MasterChef.
Out you go, possum.
Oh my God.
You're the one who eats everything.
It's week 7 and after such a massive week, I can't wait to find out what they've got in store for us this week. Can it get any bigger? Guys, we have different chef whites today.
Ellie arrives in the room with this pile of chef whites. So I notice it's a little bit different though. It's got the Qantas logo on the arm. My mind starts ticking, what are we going to be doing today?
Whenever we're given this chef's white jacket to wear, we know something epic is coming up. I want to show the judges this week that I can cook, that I'm serious to be here, and whatever they throw at me, I'm capable of taking.
It's the 7th week of the competition. At this point in the competition, it's probably time to start getting noticed by the judges rather than just sort of, keep cooking food that gets you through it.
We walk into the MasterChef kitchen and who's standing before us? Neil Perry. I know that Neil Perry does a lot of work with Qantas, and I think, okay, we're going to be doing something to do with airline food today.
Guys, welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen. I'm sure when you woke up this morning and realised you had to put your beautiful, crisp, white chef's jacket, that you knew today was going to be a big day. And I'm sure when you walked through those MasterChef doors and spotted Neil, you knew you were in for a cracker day. Neil isn't just a food genius on the ground, he's a food genius in the sky. He's the head consulting chef for Qantas, and that's why he's here today. I can tell you, he's set a jumbo-sized challenge for you all.
You're going to be put in pairs and we're going to cook 8 of my first-class Qantas dishes for my frequent flyers.
Each pair is going to have to make 27 portions of food. There's going to be 24 Qantas guests, plus Matt and our 2 guests, judges.
27 Neil Perry dishes in 1 hour is something, I'm not sure about. We usually do one.
Matt Preston has also invited two of the most elite chefs on the planet to help judge your food. Between them, they command 9 Michelin stars.
Even I'm scared now. You'll find out later who they are.
This could be anyone, but this is going to be incredible.
Neil, can you take us through the dishes that they're going to have to cook today?
Absolutely, George. Course number 1 is a beautiful crab and fennel salad. Course number 2, a wonderful leek and goat's cheese tart. Course number 3, a beautiful lobster and bogle wheat salad. Course number 4, snapper poached in garam masala and coconut milk. Course 5, duck poached in master stock with XO sauce. Course number 6, slow roasted sirloin with anchovy butter, potato gratin and beautiful little roasted carrots. So here we are into the sweet world. Golden syrup pudding with caramelised apples is dish number 7. And for our final course, a gorgeously rich chocolate and caramel tart.
Wow, 8 beautiful courses. Can I tell you, you guys today have your work cut out.
The only dishes that I don't want to get are the hot dishes.
I don't really want to get the duck.
Steak, so it's probably something I'm not very comfortable with.
The crab and fennel salad, you're going to have to cook all those crabs and get all the meat out. That is a very laborious task.
Looking at all 8 dishes, I can't really pick which one I would prefer. Every dish has its pros and cons, its easy points and its really difficult points.
Neil, I think it's time to reveal who's going to be working together and what dishes they're going to be cooking.
Absolutely, George. And guys, if you're eyeing that chocolate tart off or you're looking at that piece of beef and thinking, that's my specialty, you can think again. Because we're not going to make it that easy. We're going to mix it up. And if you think it's your strong suit, chances are you're not going to get it. So cooking the first course of crab and fennel salad will be Danny and Sun.
Sun and I both have quite strong personalities in this competition. I'm sort of glass half full. Sun might be glass half empty.
Cooking the leek and goat's cheese tart, Craig and Rachel.
I reckon getting 27 pastry shells done in the time is going to be really difficult.
The third course, a lobster and burger wheat salad, Ellie and Kuma. Course number 4, snapper poached in garam masala and coconut milk, will be Kate and Danielle.
Danielle and I are going to be cooking together. I couldn't be happier. She and I get on really well. I know we work together. I'm pretty pleased.
So the 5th course is master stock duck with XO sauce, will be Adam and Alana. Course number 6, sirloin, slow roasted with an anchovy butter, Matt and Billy.
So far in the competition, I've had a checkered history with beef. I actually got in to MasterChef cooking beef 3 times. Then the mean fiddler kind of come up. Not so well.
Medium recooked, too rare.
24-hour mind challenge, did really well with the beef there. Billy hopefully may have regained some confidence in me, so hopefully today I can pull it off, and in the end we'll have some perfectly cooked steaks.
Well, the golden syrup pudding goes to Shannon and Michael.
Sponge pudding, that's just a piece of cake.
So Hayden and Peter, there's absolutely no mystery here who's making the chocolate tart. So if you'd like to step forward.
I've never worked with Hayden before, but he's really kind of great team player. He's used to working in a team.
Okay, guys, at your workstations are your recipes, all your ingredients, and the dish that you're going to taste.
Those judges, they love to mix us up and cause trouble. So it's going to be really interesting to see today how each pair works together.
This is a serious amount of pressure. It doesn't get any harder than this. With all these VIPs in the restaurant and all this pressure, you're going to have to cook like a pro. So bearing this in mind, we've divided the challenge up into 2 parts. The first part is 60 minutes, where you have to prepare all of your food ready to go, your mise en place. The second part is service. You'll have 20 minutes to cook, plate up, and serve those VIPs. The judges are going to be looking for the pair that cook the best course. And for that winning pair, the prize is the chance to cook for immunity. As well as that immunity, because it's such a massive challenge today, we've also got another brilliant prize for the winning pair. You'll find out later what it is. But can I tell you, every chef would give their right arm for this prize. In fact, George and I are envious.
Maybe it's a Qantas flight to Europe somewhere to fine dining in a 3 Michelin star restaurant. That would be wonderful.
With the good news, there's always bad. The 2 teams that least impress will face off in a pressure test tomorrow.
I really don't want to do 2 eliminations in a row. It's really, really draining.
You are in an open kitchen. Your guests are there. Among them, 2 of the greatest living chefs on the planet. You are cooking my food, so make me proud.
Yes, chef.
People make jokes about aeroplane food all the time, but it's not your normal aeroplane food. This is going to be difficult.
You have 60 minutes to get all of your prep done for service, and your time starts now.
Coming up,
Think positive, think positive.
the enormity of the challenge is starting to sink in.
Oh no, we've had a break.
Well, you just need to work quicker.
It's verging on panic.
Just use your hands, Kuma.
In a desperate attempt to impress the judges and win immunity,
Come on, this is what service is all about.
critical mistakes are made.
Stop.
It's a disaster.
I do not want to be responsible for the death of any first-class frequent flyer passengers. Get out, get out.
You have 60 minutes to get all of your prep done for service, and your time starts now.
So today we're going to be serving 27 patrons in the MasterChef restaurant from Qantas's first class menu, and it's all going to be under the watchful eye of Neil Perry.
Today I'm partnered up with Shannon, and we're going to be cooking a golden syrup sponge with caramelised apples. While Shannon's making the batter, I'm going to butter the moulds and put some golden syrup in them and just get all the little things that I can do really quickly out the way, rather than having to fuss around with it after the batter's made. All right, how are we going, Shannon?
Yeah, good. Just going to take a bit longer because the butter's a bit cool, so I'm just going to sort of, yeah.
Cool, get it going.
I just got to give it a bit of love.
All right, that's all right. We don't have much time for love.
Yeah.
The pressure points of our dish are the sponge. That's a big one, keeping that really soft and moist. After that, you know, the apples being caramelised and the custard being really nice and thin are the other things we've got to concentrate on, but really it's all about the sponge today.
Today I'm working with Kate and we're making a poached snapper in a coconut and garam masala sauce. Kate has a little bit more knowledge of working with Asian spices, so she decided she'd make the garam masala and the coconut sauce. And I love working with proteins, so it was decided that I'd deal with the snapper. Preparing this fish it's a nightmare. The whole dish is based around this beautiful piece of snapper. If it's not prepped correctly, there's no way it's going to be cooked correctly.
Can I just
Yes,
make a
please
suggestion?
do.
See where you've cut off the tail?
I've got these ones here that I've done.
Yeah. Stop. Stop.
Okay.
It's one of the most delicate fish, so when you pick it up,
Yep.
try and support it like it's the most
Okay.
delicate thing you've ever picked up in
Yep.
your life.
Gary's technique with skinning the snapper is what I know, but I just couldn't put it into practice today.
It's all about understanding what's happening here. Even though I'm holding it very lightly, it's about feeling the skin.
So it needs to be loved. Lots of passion, lots of care.
showing me how to get that initial cut and grab hold of that skin and angle the knife, it just was miraculous.
Yeah, good girl. Well done.
I'm going to go and put it here.
Today I'm working with Kumar, and our dish is the third course, and it is the lobster with harissa mayonnaise and a burgle salad. Kumar gets the pots on ready for the lobsters to be cooked. I straight away get onto the harissa and the preserved lemons. They're the things that need to be cooked the longest.
I probably cooked a lobster about 2 years ago, but I've never cooked 8 lobsters. I've always done 2. Because lobster is such a beautiful meat, has to be cooked just correctly, and I'm very nervous.
Today my partner is Craig, and we're going to be making Neil Perry's leek and goat cheese tart, 27 of them in 1 hour. I feel the real pressure points of our dish are, firstly, the pastry. That pastry has to be perfect because it's basically the base of the whole tart.
The thing about pastry is there are so many processes. You've got to get the thing mixed, you've got to let it sit, you've then got to get it rolled out, you've got to get it blind baked, you've got to get it filled. This could take all day.
Craig, 27 tarts to cook.
I know.
You're going to get them in the oven by what time?
I'm hoping 12:30.
Within half an hour.
Yeah.
So pastry made, rested, tarts lined in the oven.
That's the plan.
Can you do it, you guys?
We're hopeful, and it's all about planning, isn't it?
All right.
Fantastic.
No worries.
Good luck.
Thank you.
This is the Qantas First Class Challenge. No room for error. We want first class food. You have 45 minutes to go. Come on, guys.
The dish that we'll be cooking today is a crab and fennel salad, and I will be cooking with Sun.
Danny, how are you going? What's the biggest challenge, you two?
For us, we never cook crab this way, and so getting it right, cooking it correctly, removing the meat without getting any shell in it, and obviously presentation and getting the balance of those flavours right. They're really subtle, so just getting all of that right.
I love the energy. See you later.
There is no second chances when cooking crab. You cannot check if it's ready. The only way is to crack it open. If it's under, well, you're stuffed. If it's over, you can't do much about it either.
Today I'm cooking with Adam, and we're cooking duck poached in master stock with XO sauce. To make XO sauce, I'm blending together chilli, ginger, garlic, sugar, salt, and then pouring some olive oil in just to emulsify it all.
Alana, Master Suck Duck, how are you going?
Good. I'm working on the XO chili sauce.
Yeah.
Adam's getting the stock done, ready to go, and is about to put the ducks in.
Now, how many minutes does it say it needs poaching on the recipe?
For the duck, it's 25 to 30 minutes.
Then it needs to be out, chilled down, and ready to go for service?
That's right, yeah.
Time is against us. If we don't get the ducks into the stock now, we are going to run out of time at the end of this.
"27 guests on the way, 2 of the best chefs in the world, and only 1 chance to impress. You got 30 minutes to go."
Today, Billy and myself have been given slow roasted sirloin with anchovy butter, potato gratin, and some green beans and some roasted carrots.
When I look over, Matt basically already cut off all the sinew and fat, but only cut the big piece of meat in half and start searing them.
Are you searing the whole thing? Don't you have to slice it into the portion first before you sear it?
No, we sear it. We portion it after. That's what it says in the recipe.
Yeah, but you're hardly going to sear all around it. You have to sear all around before you portion into just 80 grams.
Billy points out that I've made a bit of a mistake with cutting up the beef.
You mean like that? Like that, yeah?
Yes, you have to.
Vital mistake. I cut the beef in half, not lengthways.
I'm so sorry, Billy.
That's all right.
It's my fault.
Matt, I can see the sweat dripping down onto your
I
nose.
think that's seasoning the beef, isn't it?
Yeah.
I read the recipe wrong. I actually cut the beef the wrong way.
I can see you're in trouble, right? And I know you're looking at the clock and time's ticking down. The beef here, in your guests' minds, is the hero. Yeah. So you have to cook this perfectly, because if it's overcooked...
Particularly for the two guests who are the most important.
Yeah.
I'm freaking out. If the beef isn't cooked, it's going to be a real struggle to get it up for service time.
You have 15 minutes to go. I'm worried. The guy standing next to me is more than worried. The question is, are you going to finish in time?
Gary, Matt and Billy are in really big beef trouble.
What did he do wrong?
Came out, he was cutting up the beef, he didn't read the recipe correctly, cut it into large pieces to go and roast it, and then realised, oh my God, I've got to cut a long portion that I can take extra portions off this way.
The thing for me is that they're not communicating. That's number one. And what I'm most concerned about is not so much the preparation, but when they get into service, they're serving a hot dish, the beef is king, and it's not going to come together the way it should, and that's a recipe for disaster. Craig and Rachel, they've got the leek and goat's cheese tart.
Yeah.
Craig's busying himself making the pastry shells, but we're getting to that point. These tarts are going to need 15 minutes in the oven. They need to be in.
They're just not going to cook in time.
Yeah.
Think positive, think positive.
Positive they won't come out.
Oh, Craig, stop it.
If we don't get those tarts in the oven in the right time, when it comes to service, they may actually not be cooked.
My partner is Peter, and we're cooking a chocolate and caramel tart. While I am making the pastry, Peter's on to making the salted caramel and starting the chocolate mousse. I'm pressing my first pastry into the tart case, and the first one doesn't go in as well as I hope. It can't have holes in it because then the filling's going to seep through. It's got to be pretty perfect.
Yep, it's in here. It's in here.
Oh, it's in here. I got one.
Billy, you're doing really well, man. I'm sorry about the beef earlier.
They always say you should work smarter, not harder. But you know what? In this case, with 10 minutes to go, my suggestion, work harder and smarter. Come on, guys.
When I have the first crab on the bench ready to crack open, it's then I realise, oh my gosh, I have 12 crabs to clean. And I'm even struggling to think of how I even open this up and get the meat out.
Yeah.
Crab is an extremely tricky and difficult crustacean to work with. Getting out this crab meat is taking a lifetime. I'm worried that we're not going to have enough crab to share around. What's going to happen to us if we can't even serve up the first course for these diners today?
Taking the duck out of the stock, I'm a little bit nervous. I've never really cooked duck this way in poaching a duck. So I just have a quick feel of how the breast should be, and then in front of Lana, I just cut a slit along one of the breasts. Just get a bit of a feel out of it. Cook it, remember? Look at it, that's perfect.
Yep, okay, good.
And I know it's perfect. We're really pushed for time. I've still got to get the duck breasts off the crown, and we've also got to get the other elements ready.
Thank you, Chef.
Third one in, Peter.
Yeah, no, that's very good. That's very good.
At this point in time, there's three things you need to think about. Cook, clean, and breathe, because you've only got 5 minutes to go in preparation.
With 5 minutes to go, I'm freaking out. I don't think that we're going to get all of this done.
Okay, we're 200 grams short. 200? But I think one of us needs to start cleaning down. Who's it going to be? You or me?
Well...
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Well, you just need to work quicker.
Oh no, we've had a break. That's why we got 3.
Where's Adam? You're definitely happy that's not raw?
Is it all done? Is it all done? Yeah. I'm going to chuck them all in the blast chili now. Okay.
Neil, what I'd like to say is I love the energy in the room, but it's verging on panic, and I always feel really uncomfortable in my own kitchen when it feels like this because mistakes are made, things get missed.
And really getting themselves in a bit of a pickle.
Start portioning the noodles.
Yep. Peter, what do you reckon?
grab the other one, then we'll clink it.
Right, this is it. The words you don't want to hear. 1 minute to go.
We've got to clean.
That's your pies, love.
Some of them will be less done than others. If these tarts don't come out right, it's mostly going to be because the pastry was not right.
Time's nearly over. Your prep's nearly finished. 10 seconds to go.
Perfect.
The red one. Yes, there is. Shit, I've cut my finger. Get out, get out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Tools down. Your time's up.
Well done, guys.
They have shrunk a bit. There was one process that I just didn't have time to do, and that's freezing the tart shells down beforehand, which stops them from shrinking in the oven. So I know I'm stuffed.
You've just completed your prep for the Qantas Fine Dining Challenge. Well, let's hope you've completed all your prep. That was hard. We saw the stress on your faces, but hey, it's a little window into our worlds. Very soon, you're going to have to serve your 8 courses. You'll go one team at a time, and you have 20 minutes to push out your dish. If you're not ready to plate up, then you are in trouble. There's a couple of things missing. And that's Matt Preston and a couple of very special guests. Well, here they come.
I'm Chef Thomas Keller from the French Laundry in Yountville, California.
My name is Andoni Luis Aduriz from Mugaritz Restaurant in the Basque Country, Spain.
We're greeted by food royalty, really. Adoni and Thomas are gods amongst chefs.
As soon as we see Thomas Keller walk in the room, all eyes go to Michael as well. He has loved this man's cooking for a very long time, and you can see the little boy in him just so incredibly excited.
He's the coolest chef, I think. I guess he's my hero.
Walking in, I can see a few of you exhibiting that kind of childlike, oh my goodness, it's Christmas type excitement, but none more so than Michael. Michael, come forward and meet Thomas. I know he's a big hero of yours.
My wildest dreams, I don't think I could conjure up meeting Thomas Keller. You know, just incredible.
Thomas?
Such a pleasure.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You good?
And you too. So I've only seen you on TV, but one day I'll eat there. Thank you.
Well, Michael, no extra pressure, but I hope your dish is going to wow your hero.
So do I.
Go back to your bench.
For the first time in my life, I'm starstruck. I've got goosebumps and the hairs on my back and neck are standing up.
Thomas, what are you expecting from amateur cooks today?
Professionalism is what I'm expecting from today. I've known Chef Neil Perry for well over a decade. I know his food. I know his expectations. And I have those same expectations today of you.
And Donnie, what are you expecting from our chefs today?
It's a hard challenge. Be relaxed.
As well as our 2 illustrious guests, you'll also be cooking for 24 Qantas guests as well. So let's bring them in.
Of Qantas's VIP frequent flyers will be dining at the restaurant today. Now, they have high expectations of what they like to eat. They know what the first class menu is supposed to taste like, and this is what they're expecting today.
Well, it's an exciting moment. It's the first time we've ever opened the MasterChef restaurant. You've got 27 hungry diners waiting for your dishes. So good luck. We'll see you in there in a minute.
There's a lot of extra pressure now. If cooking for 27 people wasn't enough, 2 of them are, you know, superstars, and in fact, one of those 2 is my hero.
Okay, people, your restaurant is full of diners. Neil, are they ready?
I hope they are, mate, because my reputation is on the line today.
Oh, let's get this party started. Crab and fennel salad, Sun and Danny, your 20 minutes of service starts now.
strategy for the service today is for me to clean the crab meat, ensure there is no shells in there, and for Sun to make the vinaigrette and the creme fraiche dressing.
The thing with a really simple dish is there's nowhere to hide. So if an element of it isn't right, it's really obvious.
Crab and fennel salad, you know, important first course. What are the difficulties?
Well, Gary, she's really going through it there with a fine-tooth comb to make sure there's no shell.
So we're hoping Danny's got delicate fingers and can
Yeah,
find
because
it all.
she doesn't want to smash it and crush the crab either. That's a really important thing. Sometimes you get an apprentice who'll absolutely tear it to pieces.
I'm freaking out. I am really worried that there is still shell in the crab. I do not want to be responsible for the death of any first-class frequent flyer Qantas passengers and/or some of the best chefs in the world.
Let's not lose concentration. OK, that's it. That's it. Move on to the next one now. That's enough. That's it. Great.
Come on, babe.
Guys, you are getting so close.
We've got like seconds on the clock and I'm trying desperately to get the rest of those micro-herbs on the plate.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it, please. Stop. Well done, girls. Here come the waiters. Let's go, guys.
When the plates go out, I'm glad that we got 27 plates out, but I'm worried about our presentation and I'm worried that there is still shell in the crab.
Let us taste and see how they've done in terms of flavour. Thomas, how do you feel about this dish?
The crab is excellent. Yeah, the crab is really, really well done. It just needs to come up in flavor. Sure.
And Donnie?
La parte de abajo está como un poco aliñada.
The bottom of the dish is lacking taste.
And the one other problem, it's such an issue with crab,
is the cartilage.
It's a sign that the team's been rushing and they haven't had enough time to pick through the crab properly.
Right.
Rachel and Craig, leek and goat's cheese tart. That's what you're cooking. Your service time starts now.
Craig and I have talked, we've got a strategy. I've got to put the tart straight in the oven to warm up.
I start getting the salad organised, putting the dressing on it.
I reckon that's enough, love. Yep, don't. It really wasn't well dressed. It was lightly dressed.
Usually my pastry shells look perfect, and today, at best, they look rustic.
Just having a visual look at it, my concern is a little bit heavy on the pastry and maybe not just quite enough filling because it was a bit raggy and he couldn't fill it high enough.
Yeah.
Can I call the servers?
Yes, Chef. Thank you.
Gentlemen, can you please come and serve? Well done.
Thank you very much.
I'm really worried that our dish just seems so simple. I just wonder, did we do enough?
Thomas, that pastry looks, I think we have a euphemism here, which is rustic.
Yeah. Well, I would certainly expect something that was more refined as it relates to the presentation of the pastry here.
Andoni.
Pregunta, ¿puede ser que la tarta esté un poco baja de sal?
Is it possible that the tart is a bit low in salt and the salad doesn't have
Not enough dressing on the salad.
no taste at all?
Ellie, Kuma.
Yeah.
So you've got the lobster and burger whip salad. Your time starts now.
20 minutes starts, the first thing I do is I go and get equipment for my dressing, and I try and make that as quickly as possible.
It's going to be a very stressful 20 minutes. I was hoping to only do plating, but now we've got to do the sauces as well.
This dish has presented a number of problems. How do you think they've coped with them?
Oh, I'm looking at that lobster. It's pretty nicely cooked. I've tasted the harissa. Is it perfect? No, but I think they'll get away with it.
Yep.
If they can plate it now in the 10 minutes left, we're cooking with gas here.
I think I've left too much for this last 20 minutes.
Just use your hands, Kumar.
We have the lobster to put perfectly. We have to put the mayonnaise on, and we have to put the dressing around it.
I'm terrified because the time just keeps slipping away.
Final 30 seconds. How close are we? Kumar, come on, no shaking.
I'm really panicking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop.
Brilliant. Well done.
Okay, servers, let's get it out of here.
I'm really happy that we completed it in time, but I'm not happy with our presentations.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 3 plates because I think it's really important for any chef to have consistency in their plating. And I see yours and mine, which are very similar in the langouste and the way he sliced and the sizes. But then I look at Antonio's and I go, uh-oh, there's a little bit of a problem here. I'm looking at the 3 plates because I think it's really important for any chef to have consistency in their plating. And I see yours and mine, which are very similar in the langouste and the way he sliced and the sizes. But then I look at Antonio's and I go, uh-oh, there's a little bit of a problem here because he has one larger piece and one smaller piece. So the consistency is a little bit of a problem for me. But I have to say, the lobster's cooked well.
Oh, yeah. And
Andoni, the lobster cooked well?
It's the most complete of all the dishes I think we've seen so far.
Could be. It's a good point. We'll see how we progress here.
This has been a cracker service so far. Danielle, Kate, 20 minutes, and your service starts now.
Our service time starts and Kate needs to do some mild adjustments to the sauce and get it back up to heat so that we can poach our fish.
Have you got a plating strategy?
We're actually going to go on a production line because we want the food to be hot.
Those doing entrees and desserts have 20 minutes to get everything plated up. But for those of us doing the mains, we've got to have each dish plated up and in the restaurant within the 20-minute service time.
We've got to get going, Danielle.
I am thinking we're not going to be able to do this. We can't get this out. The noodles aren't coming out fast enough. The fish doesn't seem to be cooking at the rate that we anticipated. I'm in a major panic in my mind.
Gentlemen, could you please come to the pass? First 3 plates.
These plates are leaving incredibly quickly.
Next 3 plates. Now, girls, you really need to get the service going.
I've never done anything so fast in the kitchen before in my life.
Come on, this is what service is all about.
At one point, I reach into a pot of near boiling water and I'm just grabbing noodles out and chucking them on the plate.
Let's go. Here we go. Make 3 plates at a time. We're nearly there, girls. Look at this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Not happy with that effort. It was very messy at the end, but at least we finished. We pushed on and we got it done.
I'm already impressed with the cooking of the snapper. For me, I mean, the flavor profile is there, extraordinary. Everything was there. The cilantro, the curry, The noodles, the coconut is right on.
And Donnie, what do you like about the dish?
Me ha gustado. The way the fish is cooked is absolutely fantastic. The curry does add a very good taste to it. It's a good combination. He still thinks it's a bit low in salt, but he's beginning to question whether that's himself or the lack of salt.
Creo que el problema empieza a ser yo. Okay, Alana and Adam. Master stock duck with XO sauce. Your time starts now.
Our 20-minute service time starts. Adam straight onto the duck because he needs to crisp up the skin and then slice it. And my job is to get onto the other elements.
Overcooking the duck in the last final frying stage is very easy. You've got to time it perfectly. How long do I have to cook it to get the skin crispy? But also, how long is it going to sit on that bench before I cut it? The strategy for myself and Alana today to get through service, Alana's going to put the rice on the plate, the bok choy on the plate, and the XO sauce smear. All I'm going to do is put a bit of the master stock on the rice, put 2 fillets of duck, and also put the XO sauce relish on top.
Don't shake, try to stay still. Okay?
Imagine you're cooking at home, Alana. Come on.
You're okay.
I know,
Relax.
oh my God. It's frantic. We start off okay, and the plates are looking nice, but the further we get into dishing out all the plates, it seriously looks like I've got a handful of rice and thrown it at the plate. It looks disgusting.
I'm looking after that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 2 waiters. Come on, gentlemen. All right, nicely. Nice. You have got the first one away. Okay, you're a team. Listen to you guys. Listen to each other.
I'm seriously concerned that I'm not going to get 27 plates up. The sweat is dripping off me.
Okay, wait a second.
Looks like they're having difficulty. What's happened?
They're getting wound up in the service again. I think the bok choy is not going to be cooked properly. They're going to slow down between each group of 6 that goes out. But the duck is cooked to perfection.
Guys, you got under 2 minutes to get these last dishes out. You know what? Plate them all.
Yep.
Plate them all, because otherwise you're never going to be ready.
Time's just going too quickly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
It's so disappointing because I know that the duck is cooked really well, but our plating has certainly left a lot to be desired.
So, Thomas, what do you like about the dish?
The duck breast is cooked perfectly, and I love the way the duck breast looks. I think it's just wonderful. The XO sauce, I believe they made that, and I think they missed the mark on that.
And Donnie, what did you like about the dish?
Me sigue sorprendiendo. Judging by the experience of the contestants, it's very well cooked all the way through.
It's a dish that's crying out for something to anchor it all together. And for me, that's the letdown of the dish, is the XO sauce.
Matt and Billy, last of the savoury courses. And your sirloin with anchovy butter is ready to go. All right, boys, your time starts now.
The strategy for service today is heat up the beef, heat up the vegetables, heat up the plates, the anchovy butter and all the elements that go with that. Just get it all nice and warm.
What time are you going to start plating?
In about 5 minutes almost.
Really?
If we can, if we can.
All right. Just make sure the plastic's off all that. If you took it off before you cut it into such small rounds, you'd probably find it easier.
Worried that it's going to melt when my hand's touching it though.
I'm more worried about you sending plastic out to our guests.
Oh, of course, I wouldn't want to do that.
Are you ready?
No, it's still cold. I've tried bringing it up slowly. It's just not there. It's just not reheating.
No, come on. We have to do it. All right, let's go. We have to do it. The plates are hot.
We're hoping that the hot plates would bring the beef up to temperature, and we're just running out of time. I'll work this way, you work that way?
Yep, sure.
You guys have got plenty of time, right, haven't you? Look at the clock. How long have you got?
11 minutes.
OK, put your finger on that piece of meat. Is it cold?
Yeah, still a bit
It's
cold.
cold. OK, I just saved you from going straight to the bottom. At least you've got a fighting chance now. Get this food hot. Do not try to beat the clock. Make it hot. Make me proud. Serve good food.
Don't put up cold food. It's a disaster. Cold beef is unacceptable. We've all had bad services, but I'm sure we've never sent cold beef out.
Mate, absolutely.
Stone cold, like refrigerator cold.
Horrible, horrible.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to find the 2 biggest pans I possibly can, heat up that beef as quick as I can.
It's warming, it's warming. OK, so now, if you get a nice little crust on that, it put enough heat through the centre by the time it gets to Keller's table that he's going to think that you sautéed a beautiful piece of beef.
And hopefully it's up to Thomas Keller standards.
5 minutes to put up Qantas first-class food to 2 of the greatest chefs in the world. That's it, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, we must be just going at 100 miles an hour, getting it as hot as I possibly can, plating up beef as fast as I've ever done in my life.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it.
I'm really disappointed to be serving this dish up to Thomas Keller, of all people. If anything does let this dish down today, it'll be the beef. I'm a bit worried that I could find myself in a pressure test tomorrow with this dish, and I really don't want to drag Billy down there.
Nicely cooked.
Yeah. And gee, doesn't the flavour of the anchovy, that saltiness of the anchovy, after all these dishes have been very under-seasoned, suddenly comes punching through.
Yeah. Well, you know, certainly the beef, I think, was probably the best protein this evening. The potatoes lacked the seasoning. The haricot vert, I feel, could have been, again, blanched a little longer. The carrots, and the carrots were, you know, for me, you know, could take them or leave them. They didn't really impress me.
Right. Gentlemen, time to move on to dessert.
You've waited a fair while. You've got the beautiful golden syrup pudding. Your time starts now.
Michael and I have a really good game plan and we put it into action straight away. Pudding's already in the oven.
Michael's got a hell of a lot riding on this. Thomas Keller is an absolute idol for him. When he met him earlier, he almost had tears in his eyes.
I thought he was crying.
Yeah, I bet you he's not thinking about prize or penalty.
Yeah,
he's
thinking about Thomas. Yeah.
That's right.
Is Thomas going to enjoy
my
pudding?
Absolutely.
We've really underestimated how much time it actually takes to reheat puddings in the oven.
I think they could use a couple more minutes, to be honest with you.
Is it steaming under there?
Almost.
Is it? You know, think about it. You want steam, right?
Yeah.
It ain't going to get a lot hotter in the oven quickly, so build up the steam.
We're going to have to put them on the stovetop, reheat them, but they aren't even lukewarm.
You have 4 minutes.
We have a fire.
You're on fire.
Oh, Shannon.
No, pull it off, pull it off.
It's a foil, just take it off. Oh, it's okay.
I know this pudding's going to take a while. There's nothing I can do about it, so I'm going to get the custard on the plates and also some apples, so that once the puddings are done, we can whack them on and we're ready to go.
We've got about 2 minutes.
Puddings are coming out of the steamers in metal moulds and they are boiling hot, but you know, I'm just grabbing them anyway and boiling my hand. There's no time for a tea towel now. You just got to do it and get it done.
Service, let's go. 1, 2, 3. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, stop. If I haven't gone to Thomas's table, I want you to drop out on Thomas's table, okay? Go.
Taking the food out, I'm really happy, but also a little bit sad because I know that that dish isn't going to get me in the top. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, Chef. How are you?
I'm good. Your golden sponge pudding with caramelised apples.
Wonderful.
Now, Michael, are you proud of this dish? You're proud to put down your own cooking in front of Thomas Keller, your hero?
It's something I never thought I'd ever do, to be honest. It's been a pretty amazing day. So I'm very proud to be able to put food in front of you, and look, it's cooked, it's edible. I guess it's up to you how edible it is.
Good. Well, thank you.
No, thank you, guys. Please enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thomas, Michael so desperately wants to impress you. And there are some great things about this dessert, but for me, it's a bit of a miss. What do you think?
Doesn't play out for you. The pudding is too dense. And even if it wasn't a lot of custard, the density of it would prohibit some of the absorption of the custard.
La gente puede pensar que
People might think that there's an advantage in making a dessert, but it could be exactly the opposite, because the expectations are so high that even if you get it right, you can be a hero, but if you get it wrong, then you turn out to be the villain.
Like you say, this dish could have been a hero. I think, sadly, because there's not enough juiciness on the plate, it ends up being a little bit of a villain. Andoni?
Hayden and Peter. So you have the caramel chocolate cart. Your time starts now.
Good luck, guys. Go for it. Come on.
When the 20 minutes starts, we know exactly what we're going to do. Hayden heads off, really fast to the fridges to get the tarts back.
Okay, that's number 3.
So I can get the ganache on top.
But you've still got to set the ganache, don't you?
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Wow, and then cut it.
And they're going to have to set for, ideally, hours, but we're going to give it about 2 minutes in the blast chiller.
That's lovely, Peter. Just go with that. Perfect.
Just over 10 minutes to go. Full of confidence?
No.
I think you definitely need to be slicing, okay? That's freaking me out. Okay, now take your time, because if you mess it up...
And I'm pretty nervous putting that first slice in. But it cuts really cleanly, and so I cut it into quarters, then I have to cut each quarter into 3.
Take your time. Hayden?
Yes, Chef.
He's doing it really nicely.
Okay.
We don't want to break the crust. We don't want to go through and push the chocolate off the top. That layer's got to stay intact. Do you know what? I'm going to start sending a little early. You're going to catch up. You guys are in really good shape. Service, please. That's it. Oh, nice. Have finished with 1.5 minutes to spare.
Right, thank you so much.
The main concern with the dish is the consistency of the mousse and the layering of the tart, and obviously the pastry itself.
Yeah, oh.
You can feel how the crust could have been a little thinner.
Yeah, you want it to kind of crack under a bit softer pressure. Andoni?
es de los platos más bellos.
It's one of the nicer looking plates that it hasn't made such a big impression on the taste.
Yeah. 8 very different dishes to choose from. We have to find the best dish of the night and the 2 least impressive dishes. Don't think there's an absolute clear outright winner. And as we've seen, I don't really think there are any outright losers.
I'm looking at a lot of glum faces. I don't know why. That was a fabulous challenge. Every single team worked really hard on this one. But in the end, the judges were looking for the best dish and, of course, the 2 least impressive. The prize on offer, the thing you've been chasing, is, of course, the opportunity to compete to win that elusive immunity pin. There was also another prize on offer, something that's really special. We told you earlier that George and I were even a little jealous. I can tell you now that the winning pair will be cooking alongside Thomas Keller and Andoni Aduiz at the ultimate dinner for the Starlight Children's Foundation. What a prize. But the downside is the bottom two pairs face a pressure test tomorrow where one of you will be going home.
I don't want to be in the bottom today. I just did an elimination and I worked my bum off today.
Your dishes were judged by myself and two of the world's most extraordinary chefs, Thomas Keller and Andoni Aduiz. Now, if you imagine that my standards are high, you can imagine how high their standards were. But overall, they were so impressed by what you managed to put up. So let's look at your 8 individual dishes. Sun, Danny, that crab was beautifully cooked. The only drawback is I found a little bit of cartilage in my dish. Craig, Rachel, your leek tart, the pastry could have been a little bit finer. Under-seasoned, your salad was underdressed. Ellie, Kumar, your lobster dish, beautifully cooked lobster, but the plating was inconsistent. You need to pay attention to that. Kate, Danielle, your snapper was impeccably cooked. The dish just lacked a little bit of salt. Adam, Alana, the duck dish, the duck was cooked well, but the XO sauce really let you down. Billy, Matt, Thomas Keller felt that protein was the best cooked protein of the night. Well done.
To hear Thomas Keller like my steak, I'm overwhelmed with joy. That's it, I'm done. I don't care about anything else anymore. I've hit my peak.
Michael, Shannon, the flavours of your golden syrup sponge were great, but that sponge itself was too dense.
I feel a little bit silly about, the dish I plated up for Thomas today. You don't often get 2 shots at cooking for a guy like him. Maybe I wasted my chance today.
Peter, Hayden, your chocolate and caramel tart, wonderful balance of flavours, but that pastry, too blonde, too thick. 8 Neil Perry dishes, but only 1 winning team. And that team is Kate and Danielle with their snapper course.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe that we did it. We've won. It hasn't sunk in.
But here's the thing about this immunity challenge. You've won as a team, but this challenge has to be faced by only one of you. So you need to decide which one of you is going to go forward and face that immunity challenge.
You cook the fish. Go for it. Yep. For me, it's a logical decision. Kate cooked the fish, so she deserves the opportunity to fight for immunity.
I have wanted to do an immunity from the first moment we walked into this kitchen. I think the opportunity to cook without any threat of going home and to learn from some incredible chef, who doesn't want that opportunity?
Thank you.
Kate, Danielle, you know what the best thing is? That you're going to go with Neil Perry and cook with some of the best chefs in the world. That is an unbelievable experience. Enjoy it. Neil, look after you. We'll see you back with loads of war stories. Go on, get out of here.
I will. Come on, girls. It's going to be so much fun.
Walking out that door towards this reward, this last 2 weeks, I've had it all. I've had it all.
Still to come, Kate and Danielle get to live their dream as they work alongside some of the best chefs on the planet.
It's just the best experience of my life.
But the remaining contestants face the worst news of all.
The two teams will be facing the pressure test tomorrow are...
I think Daddy and I think we're gone.
It really was a difficult job, and Donnie, myself and Thomas all had different ideas. In the end, it came down to two dishes. It came down to two teams that we felt didn't quite meet the standard of the rest of the dishes.
I'm not feeling very good about those puddings.
I think Daddy and I think we're gone.
The two teams will be facing the pressure test tomorrow are... Rachel and Craig. Step forward, please.
I'm not enormously surprised. To put a tart on the plate like that, it really has to be perfect. And ours wasn't.
And the second pair. Michael and Shannon.
I feel horrible, especially seeing as Thomas was here. It feels pretty ordinary.
For the other 5 teams, congratulations on what you put up today. You all did a really impressive job, and you impressed both Andoni and also Thomas. Now go home and get some rest, and well done.
I think for Michael, this situation is especially hard to take because Thomas Keller, he's one of his food idols.
Michael, how disappointed are you to be in this situation? Thomas Keller's your idol. You wanted to do well, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Look, it's always pretty horrible feeling to cook a bad dish, but then to cook one for Thomas is pretty ordinary.
Rachel, you're going to fight for this? You got another chance to cook to stay in the competition?
Oh, I'm definitely fighting. I'm not going home.
Shannon, is it time for you to go home? Second elimination. You're going to get knocked out?
Hell no. I'm here to stay.
So, Craig, are we going to see the real you tomorrow? Bit of fighting spirit, successful dish?
Definitely. I think I've, in a bizarre sort of way, I mean, here is an opportunity to show what we can do.
Today's been a great day, regardless about where you've ended up. Get home, get some sleep, fresh new apron, a fresh new jacket, and a fresh mind. Off you go.
See you guys.
After meeting Thomas Keller today, I'm so inspired. He's really, made me think about what I'm doing here, and unfortunately for the others, I'm going to be pretty tough to beat tomorrow.
Neil Perry whisks us away from the MasterChef kitchen and off to Rockpool Bar and Grill.
Well, girls, you've won the opportunity to be here in the kitchen at the ultimate dinner.
The dinner that we are allowed to be part of tonight has been put on to raise money for the Starlight Children's Foundation.
Welcome!
It has attracted some of the biggest names in the culinary world.
We've
We've got Andoni Adritz, Neil Perry, Guillaume Brahimi, and we've got Thomas Keller. It doesn't get any bigger.
This is Michelin star quality food, and I'm helping to plate it. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be working alongside people like this. I'm speechless.
We've got Peter Gilmore here. We've got Tetsuya there.
I know, it's incredible.
All right in front of us. And of course, there's George. This is huge. What we are doing tonight is huge.
It's slightly, a little bit.
That's ready.
Congratulations again.
It was such an amazing privilege to be able to be made a part of it, so thank you so much for allowing us to do our little bit.
I don't think I'll ever forget this evening. This is the most incredible experience of my foodie life.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your OMG moment.
An elimination challenge set by a culinary superstar.
Every day, his restaurant gets 30,000 phone calls.
There's only one person this could possibly be.
He would be the hero of an awful lot of working chefs.
No way, no way.
The irrepressible and the rather brilliant chef and owner of the Fat Duck restaurant, Heston Blumenthal.
My food idol, my food god. I can't believe it.
But wait till you see what's under the cloche.
The dish you're cooking today is...
That's cool.